Bonnie like. Fucking phone ran out of storage there when I was recording that video. I'm not even going to bother my arse trying to pick up where I left off because I think I was rambling for about 20 odd minutes, but I was just leaving a wee side note. So obviously this is Loch Ruthven, and yeah, it was one of the first places I came to way back in the day. We're talking like maybe 2020. My dog. It was one of the only places that I was comfortable letting him off the lead, where he could just run totally free, like away out of my eye, you know, my eyesight, my eye line even. And over the years I've obviously come back multiple times with him. For anybody that's interested in mushrooms and whatnot, yeah, there's quite a lot of fucking peculiar mushrooms that grow here. But that's just, if you're into that, I ain't really, but I don't know. Just, obviously, as I said in the last video, like I made public again a lot of like the rambling Highlander videos that I used to record back in the day. There was one, I think, from when I was here, but it came up in the recommended. I watch my fucking videos back. No, I do not do that. But there's one about me talking about, you know, like mental health and whatnot. And I recall in the past, I don't think it was that video, because I didn't watch it, but said in the past that like my sort of therapy was always coming out to places like this, and I stand by that really. And you can't beat views of that. Fucking gorgeous, to be honest. What? Point that I'm getting at, hence why I brought it up in the first place, was that it was kind of, it was therapeutic back then, wandering about, recording shit, ranting and raving and whatnot on occasion. And I don't necessarily think I'll be going back to doing that all too often, but you know, guess what I'm getting at is I do miss those times. Mm. Oh. Yeah, that was it. One of the titles of the video was it was Find Something You Love. I think that's what it was titled. And I actually spoke about going out with my dog and whatnot in that video. It was clipped from a stream, like, but I remember that because it was round about that time frame. I don't know if it was the same day or the next day or something, but I'd been here. So absolutely, it's easier said than done sometimes. Most people just go to their 9 to 5s and they get on with life and whatnot, and that's fine, you know, and they bury their heads in the sand, so to speak. They're normies and all that, but even normies, not every normie is A-okay, you know. And it really just comes down to what you can try and do to sort yourself out in that regard. And again, that's easier said than done sometimes. You know, there's no point in saying, oh, go out and find a girlfriend, man. Because, again, easier said than done, especially in this day and age. So, if you're basing whether or not you're going to become happier as an individual on whether or not you find a partner and you can't find one, that might fuck you up, mentally speaking. And then again, it could be easier said than done, finding a hobby that you like, find something you love, you know. What happens if you don't have any interests? You know? So, it would be patronising for me to turn around and say, oh, fucking find something you love, bro. You know, just go and do it, man. But if you are fortunate enough to find something, could be anything, you know. Could be kayaking, could be going out for drives, could be hiking, could be travelling, could be gaming. There is something out there for everybody. It's just harder sometimes for some to find it than others. The only thing I will advise is most certainly do not go down the routes of alcohol and or drugs. Because I've been there, done that, and I can assure you, it doesn't fucking help, you know? Really doesn't help. I mean, last year, obviously, I was pissed for months. Even like before things got really bad last year, my alcoholism was becoming an issue. And it's only really like with the power of hindsight that it was becoming obvious that things were going wrong in my life, you know, in and out of work and whatnot. So, like, I'm starting to drink as a consequence. That wasn't helping. I should have been going out with my dog. But the other problem with last year as well was like the weather was shit last year as well, like really shit. So like me and my ex back then, we couldn't go out on hikes like we used to all the time. So we ended up just drinking a lot. But I'm more specifically speaking about what happened after the fact, you know. I was just drunk all the fucking time. It's embarrassing. You know. But it's easily done. A lot of people end up drinking when they feel crap, despite knowing that it doesn't help. I don't know why people go to drink when they feel shit. I don't know. I really don't know. It's just something that seems to be sort of subconscious. We all seem to think that that's going to cure our issues. And it doesn't, sorry. It absolutely fucking doesn't. But alcohol was most certainly like the root cause of a lot of my problems, and I think a lot of people could probably say the same thing about themselves, you know? Like, how many mistakes have people made throughout their life because they've been drunk? It's just not the answer. And that's why I've been so fucking angry in the past with like the Scottish government banging on about, oh well, fucking minimum unit pricing, and we're saving lives. Are you fucker? I'm not saving fucking anybody's life. Do you think that stopped me last year? The only people that you're actually sort of hindering in that regard, people that want to buy some beer for they go out for a night out. But like the prices are ridiculous in Scotland now, eh? Like before October 2024, like 10 Stellas was like 10.49. And 1st of October onwards, it was like 13 something. Like, for fuck's sake. Doesn't save lives at all. Heyho. But yeah, anyway, rambling again. It's indirectly turned into a part 2. I could have talked about what I was going to talk about. No, I might as well, since I'm fucking... Huh. Could I? Should I? I don't know. Nah, all I was going to bring up before my video ended was that this sort of capitulation of reform, and then you've got like the Scottish Governor John Slippery Swinney speaking about this thing they want to do next month to get all the parties together to talk about the far right. It makes me question if that'll even go ahead now due to reforms, capitulation. I don't know, but I don't necessarily think I want to ruin that video, or this video even, by banging on about that. I think I'll just conclude with that, to be honest. Find something you love if you can. And if you've already got something that you love doing, be sure to continue doing it, you know. Don't allow, whether it's society in general, life, work, whatever it may be, don't let these things get to you too much. And I know that's a hypocritical thing for me to say, because it's easier said than done and all that, I know. But speaking as somebody who's like, well, I don't know what's going on in me at the moment, right enough. I don't feel great at all, but I'm not the same person I was at the end of last year, is my point. Like, I'm not like drunk and disorderly, etc. But like, my point is, I've been there. You know, I have been there. So just take it from me. It's not worth it, man. Just end up feeling worse. And it's a vicious cycle, because you end up with a lot of regrets. And those regrets make you feel worse. And the cycle continues, you know. But I guess, as the expression goes, you can take that horse to the trough. You can't make its drink. But all I can really do is give some advice. And it's something you don't necessarily hear enough about, or enough of even, when it comes to, well, I say our sphere's not really part of it anymore, but you know, people can give you all the advice they want about how to be a better man and fucking all that stuff, but you don't necessarily hear enough of advice that could be given for people that are going through shit. Anyway, leaving that note,